Today, we're going to talk about a simple but incredibly powerful concept, one that can completely transform the way you handle money. No exaggeration, understanding this concept changed my life and helped me make much smarter financial decisions. I'm talking about compound interest. What is interest? Before we dive into compound interest, we first need to understand what interest actually is. This is one of the most fundamental concepts in personal finance, whether you're borrowing or lending money. Interest is basically the price of money. Think of money like any other product. Just like you pay a price to buy something in a store, interest is the price you pay to borrow money, or the reward you earn for lending your money. There are two main ways to look at it. When you borrow money, interest is a cost. Let's say you need to borrow money from a bank. The bank lends you $10,000, but of course, it doesn't do it for free. It charges you interest. If the bank charges you 5% annual interest, at the end of 1 year you'll owe $10,500. $10,000 is the principal, the original loan. $500 is the interest, 5% of $10,000. In this case, interest is a cost to you. When you invest or lend money, interest is a gain. Now flip the situation. Suppose instead of borrowing, you invest your money. Maybe you deposit it in a high-yield savings account or buy a bond. While the bank or institution uses your money, they pay you interest in return. Example: you invest $10,000 in a bond that earns 5% per year. After 1 year, you'll have $10,500. $10,000 is your original investment. $500 is the interest you earned. This time, interest is your reward for putting your money to work. Why is interest usually measured annually? Interest is typically expressed as an annual percentage rate, APR, because it helps you easily compare loans, credit cards, and investments across the board. Thanks to this rate, you can quickly see which loan is more expensive, which investment offers better returns. Simple interest versus compound interest. These are two very different ways of calculating interest, and the difference can be massive over time. What is simple interest? Simple interest is the most basic form of interest. It's calculated only on your initial investment, also called the principal. No matter how much time passes, the interest is always based on that original amount. Example: you invest $10,000 in a certificate of deposit, CD, that pays 4% simple interest annually. So, every year, you earn 4% of $10,000 equals $400. It looks like this. After 1 year, $10,400. After 2 years, $10,800. After 3 years, $11,200. And so on. Advantage: it's predictable, you know exactly how much you'll earn. Disadvantage: you don't take full advantage of long-term growth. What is compound interest? Compound interest is like your money working for you, and then its earnings also start working for you. Instead of earning interest only on the original amount, you earn interest on your interest, too. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It grows faster and faster over time. Let's go back to our example. You invest $10,000 at 4% interest, but this time the interest is compounded annually, and you reinvest every year. Here's what it looks like. Year 1, 4% of $10,000 equals $400 total, $10,400. Year 2, 4% of $10,400 equals $416 total, $10,816. Year 3, 4% of $10,816 equals $432.64 total, $11,248.64. Each year you earn a little more, without adding any extra money. This effect accelerates over time. After 10 years. Simple interest, $14,000. Compound interest, $14,802.44. After 20 years. Simple interest, $18,000. Compound interest, $21,911.23. Real-life example, investing in the S&P 500. Let's take a realistic scenario. You invest $10,000 in an index fund that tracks the S&P 500, which includes America's top 500 companies like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft. Historically, the S&P 500 has averaged about 8% annual return over the long term. Let's compare two strategies using the same $10,000. Scenario 1, simple interest. You invest $10,000 and withdraw the $800 profit each year. After 5 years, $4,000 earned. After 10 years, $8,000. After 35 years, $28,000. Final total, including principal, $38,000. Scenario 2, compound interest. You invest the same $10,000, but instead of withdrawing the gains, you reinvest everything. After 5 years, $4,693 earned. After 10 years, $11,589. After 35 years, over $147,000. You didn't add any money. You just let time do its thing. Why does compound interest work so well? Because it doesn't grow in a straight line, it grows exponentially. Early on, it might not seem impressive. But after 15 or 20 years, that snowball effect kicks in and your money begins to grow faster and faster. That's why starting early is so powerful. How to accelerate your results? Want to make compound interest work even harder for you? Try one, or all, of these strategies. Start with more capital. $20,000 grows much faster than $10,000. Look for higher returns. Some investments like real estate, tech ETFs, or dividend stocks may yield more than 8%, though they often come with more risk. Make regular contributions. Add $100, $200, or whatever you can each month. Over time, this makes a massive difference. Where to apply this in real life? Index funds through Vanguard or Fidelity. Brokerage apps like Charles Schwab, Robinhood, or Betterment. High-yield savings accounts, slower growth but lower risk. The key is to start as soon as you can. You don't need to be rich. You just need time, discipline, and the understanding that every dollar invested today can turn into hundreds in the future. Compound interest is like a snowball. It starts small, but if you let it roll long enough, it can become an avalanche. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to start investing today. See you in the next video.